Here's an excerpt of an exclusive conversation with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and G20 Sherpa Amitabh Kant that Rahul Kanwal had, where both of them spoke in great detail about how Prime Minister Modi played a huge role in ensuring a successful G20. Listen in.
What was happening in the real world, if you would, was also that at various levels, the Sherpa and the Sherpa's team were talking. I was talking to my counterparts. At certain points of play where required, Prime Minister himself came in. So we also knew that, in many ways, a lot of countries were invested in the G20. They were invested in the presidency of the G20, in the current presidency of the G20. And that gave me a lot of confidence that, look, at the end of the day, there would be a desire on everybody's part. There were still issues which needed to be resolved. And in some cases, I had to ask him, saying, it'd be good if you could speak to your counterpart. And
he did that?
Yes, he did that. I mean, I can put it both ways. I think the declaration also happened because his stature had gone up. Yeah. When he sort of brought up the issue with some of his counterparts, the fact that this was Prime Minister Modi himself bringing up the issue, I think definitely had an impact on his counterpart. So to the extent that we actually got the G20 to focus on the global south, to look at today's world and its problems in a particular way, I would say that in itself was one achievement. And there are other issues. I mean, there are fundamental issues about the inequity of the current global order. So here is India. You have an east-west issue, you have a north-south issue. So it was also in some ways a test of our ability to forge a consensus, to find a common landing point. And then it was for ourselves, you could say, a self-imposed or a self-set way of testing ourselves, that today, in the past we've always done any gathering in a very kind of sarkari, bureaucratic way. Can we do it differently? Can we take it out to the rest of the country? Can we link it to what is happening in societies? Can we make people feel that, yes, this is an event or a responsibility in which I too have some connection? And I think in terms, therefore, of the agenda, in terms of the bridge building, in terms of the manner in which it was done, I think each one of them was a significant step forward to us. So certainly to me, Indian foreign policy or Indian diplomacy post G20 looks, I mean, I would say there are good reasons to be satisfied with it.